Good evening, everybody. Welcome. I'm still really just setting up. Give me one moment while I also join so you have me on a camera. Welcome anyway. It is 6 p.m. and we're here, and it's nice to be. How's the demo? You all right?
Yeah, not bad about you.
Cool. No worries. Thanks. Keeping busy. Too busy as it happens, but I'm keeping busy.
So tell me about it.
Yeah. Renovations for me. Now I have a couple of nice things prepared for tonight. I hope it is nice anyway. We'll see. Let's get me in and set up. There you go. Hopefully that's us. I am recording it, so good. Can't see me. There you go. Now I can see me. Trying to bring that in, trying to make it so it's a reasonable size. I think some of you commented that it makes more sense when you can see me. I can't make it any bigger than that for the minute. Not sure why, and I think if I do that it shows not me. So I'm not sure how to make it. There you go. No, that's that one. Never mind, I won't worry. In fact, I tell you what, we'll scrap the camera for tonight. It is what it is, or we'll leave me in a little tiny bit right there. Because I've got some notes for you, and I think it's important that I read these notes. Some of the notes are a bit of a telling off. First off, how I want to start very positive with a how. How do we start our trading session? Well, we talked about it recently enough with thanks to a question from Henrik. But here, cast in stone, let me put a space in there so it's right. Here, cast in stone on a recording is the answer. We check first with a simple glance, and I want you all to kind of look at the time at the bottom. It's 6:02. Look at the time on your watch. My watch is on the 30 seconds mark. Okay, I'm going to hit that. There's the long range forecasting tool, and a glance at it shows us yellow above, rangy, yellow below, rangy. We're not quite in the range channel, we're in the sell channel, and we're on a buyer fib, but it's pulled back, and this is an inside bar. We've got some bearish divergence with a minor venture into the zero above zero here, and we're below zero here. So yeah, we've been very low. We were looking for that 14.4 last week. I think we very nearly got it while we were looking for it, or we got it. I don't quite remember. It's immaterial now because it's last week. The point is, we were looking for that level. It's moved up. It's a pullback. That's okay. When we zoom out on the 4 hour, we can see we're testing around the mid Bollinger there, and we've got an inside bar. We're below a 55, which is below 144, and the mid Bollinger is below. So it would be safe to assume, with there being just one PSAR above, that there's probably going to be one PSAR that flips back on the next jobby, if you like. Now we can go back to the chart, and how long was that? I'd say it was about a minute. Looking at my watch, it suggests it was a minute. Now, it wouldn't normally take me a minute, but I explained it at the same time. It's a glance. A 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. But we should do it 1, 2, 3, 4. And we go sell mode, buy mode, buy mode. Okay? That means 2 for the sells, 2 for the sells. It's neutral really. We can buy it or sell it as we see fit. We go to the chart, and what does the 5 minute and the 3 minute say? They both say we can sell it. So what are we doing on an as at now basis? We're only seeking sells. Anything that's not a sell is probably a short-lived pullback that we probably are not interested in. That's the cast in stone bit now, how we begin our trading day. Glance, check, open fire. We'd also check the news. We have to check the news. If we haven't checked the news, we're mad in our heads. And if we go into the news as at now, is there anything for the evening? 1800, we had Fed Vice Chair for Supervision Barr speaks. Yeah, well, That's interesting because they need supervision. On my lawnmower key, it says needs supervision, and it's probably right. We should probably put that on my safe keys as well for the firearms. Needs supervision. Yeah, it's not really as tongue in cheek as you think. And then on to the next bit. In 24 minutes, FOMC member Williams speaks. So does a speaker. Now, how long has it taken us to run through that bit of news? Maximum 3 minutes. Maximum 3 minutes. Now, in your daily trading plan, it suggests that you should be at the chart 30 minutes before you're looking to place trades. So you do have, or ideally you do have, plenty of time to prepare. Ideally. That's ideally though. A momentary glance should suffice to see if there are signs of support or resistance nearby, any signs of divergence, bullish or bearish, and of course the trend or a pattern. We saw a pattern of range there, didn't we? Bit of an M on the 4 hour, probable range. Then we can drop down to our scalp or smash and grab time frames and do exactly that with a little more confidence, ideally. And then, if you like, or now, onto a less exciting topic. And remember, please, that according to the Yodapedia, the latest entry, well, not quite the latest, but according to a fairly recent entry into the Yodapedia, a rant, is now classed as strongly worded advice. And yeah, you're going to get some of that. And instead of me saying how, I'm going to ask why. And it's why this. So, okay, on the first 2 sessions in the series, we asked how. And discussing things that might help you to improve. In this part of this session, I'm going to ask why. Why on earth? Why, when I share so much, do you fail? And I mean totally fail to take what is given. And realistically, you know, there's a YouTube fail army, or fail this or fail that, and they're really bloody funny. We've got the trading code for the comedy of errors, and I might add something to that to suggest the fails, if you like, because there are some serious shortcomings at best, fails at worst, and they're on you. Not all of you, some of you, they're on you. I'll explain. But I do mean you're totally failing to take what's given. I share files. Let me explain. Let me enlighten. Let me complain. I don't know what I want to do. I don't want to kill anything yet, but give it time. Trading. That is the trading folder. Okay? It's everything that's in there. If you use CTrader, everything you could possibly need. MT4, everything we have. MT5, templates and let's go in, look, indicators and templates. Up, 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 up. MT4, indicators, templates, indicators, and experts even that you can toy around with if you like. Other, there is the templates for the Think Trader and some sort of motivational pictures of mine. PDF docs, the books, all of the books that are of any use to anyone that's interested enough to be dedicated to trading. I don't mean if you're dabbling or giving it a go, then you might as well go buy the Beano or the Dandy or the Bunty or whatever else it is that you think is worth reading, other than some of these serious trading topics books. Sorry for that. And then in more here, oh my word, in more. What have we got in more? Well, if you scroll down, you will find the Gates system, either this one or that one. There's 2 copies of it, but you do have to scroll. It does take a little bit of work. You might have to grab this bar and drag it all the way down here. Oh my word, it's heavy. Or if you've got a scroll wheel on your mouse, roll the thing. Oh my word, it's such hard work. Anyway, notwithstanding that it is so tough, that level of homework, it is what it is. Now, I share those files. So many of you need them again and again and again. I don't remember ever signing up to be an administrator that I need to keep sending you these copies and sending you these copies of files you have, because I've checked some of your machines. There it is. Oh yeah. You know, it's not like I haven't got a life. I want to be a trader. I want to guide you in trading. I don't want to be your administrator. You can't use a computer. YouTube and Google are your friends and they will help you. And remember, this is not a rant, it is strongly worded advice. Okay? The advice is designed to help you, to guide you, to kick your arse from here to where it's meant to be in order that you can find those files and make best use of them. They're no good in a folder somewhere. I don't remember where I put the folder. Oh, what? You know, okay, I still don't want to kill anyone. Just so that's clear. All right? Yet. Now, why are you failing then? I mean, totally fail to take what's given. I share them. Why? What did you not do, or what did you do with them when I gave them out? There is information available, lots of it. Your lesson 3 homework. Let's go into more, and let's go the definitive homework guide. Where are you, definitive homework guide? There you are, definitive homework guide. Lesson 3. Take a tour of the files and documents within the trading folder that you and I, or you, copied across with me when you learned with me. Yeah, no comment, no further comment. It's not. It cannot be an injection of knowledge. Nobody has a big syringe that can say, here's the knowledge, zap. There you go, you know it all now. In the future, maybe in the future, when some clever bastard comes up with, here is this slot behind your ear, and you can take this USB device and shove it in behind your ear, and suddenly, yeah, I've got it now. I understand now. Right, it's all there. The memory is there. The memory that I've done it already. You haven't, but you've been given the memory. That doesn't exist yet. When it does, maybe we'll go that route. But for now, it don't exist. It's not there. We haven't got it. There are chats, and I want to check them. Good evening. Hello, Ben. Kevin, hello. Eddie, where can I find this trading folder? Yeah, okay, the urge to kill is rising now. It's in your pod chat. You do know it, Eddie. You do know. And that's all there is to it. You know. I know that you know. And if you don't know, reach out to the guy that brought you in and he'll show you where the folder is. You've all got access to the folder. I don't want to kill you. I don't want to kill anyone yet. Give it a minute. Now, all of it, everything you could need is in there. The template strategies, the ones that you use, the important stuff, it's in there. As I improve them, as there is a new one, I don't put it online. I share it in your chat group so that you, ideally, like when there's a YouTube video, I share that YouTube video in your chat group. Ideally, then, you will save that YouTube link into this folder, the spreadsheet that is the YouTube recordings list, and then you will always have access to everything, all of the videos, or you can let me be your administrator, in which case I won't have time to get online and do live trading videos with you. You decide, because we've now got 8 live webinars in the week. 8. That's a lot of hours. 8. That is a lot. 7 of them are live trading. 7 live trading sessions. And then this one, the clinic, the rant-ick, if you like, and apologies for the rant. It's not a rant, it's strongly worded advice. The advice is, take what you've got and use it. It's like someone saying, hey, I've got this winning lotto ticket for you. Okay, thanks, I'll see you tomorrow. What, were you not listening? What did you say? And you've gone without the winning lotto ticket. It's there in the folder. It's right there. Someone once said to me, oh, I thought that was padding. Oh, what? Padding. The homework was padding. Really? That's what was said to me. Okay then. All right, well, I can do nothing for you. That's it. If that's what it is to you, I can do nothing for you, because they don't yet make that USB chip that we can slot in behind our ears or up our noses or wherever they're going to put it when we get it. It'll get there, but not in our lifetime, I think. Anyway, Where was I? Where was I? Well, yeah, it's not an injection of knowledge. That's impossible in today's medical and scientific technology standards. For now, we still need to read, to watch, to listen, to apply in the age-old fashion of show me, tell me, and let me. So I show you, and I tell you, and then I let you, and you can do it alongside me in the live sessions where I say, I'm going to sell that. Remember a moment ago when I said this pullback is probably just a pullback and there's probably a sell coming? Well, I wasn't wrong, was I? If we'd have sold it on the close below the line, and yeah, okay, we haven't got our fancy strategies on here, we'd be up, 20 pips. We'd have taken 15 to 20 pips out of that. And we knew that sell was coming. How do you change indicators on TT? Thanks, Rory. I can always rely on you to give me a laugh. Thank you, mate. I appreciate you. If I didn't know that your missus wasn't behind you with a big rolling pin, saying, he's a bloody idiot, I would worry about that one. But I know now you're in the best place right there. Thanks, Wade. I appreciate that. There you go. Wade has tons in the pod guides. Thank you. And thank you, Donna. I appreciate that. That's a very nice thing to say. I disagree, but thank you. I think right as at right now, Donna, there are so many in there, in that group, that absolutely, for want of better words, fucking hate me for saying what I've said. But, it's got to be said. That's it. So yeah, we still need to read, watch, listen, and apply. Show me, tell me, let me. That's where we are at our level of learning. It is there to be done. The information, the files, and the access all are there or were there when we learn together. I often copied and pasted files on individuals' PCs in locations that were hard to find. So I know you had them once then. Now remember, I'm a one-man band. It's just me that does this bit. Yet there are others who do other bits. It's just me that does this bit, okay? So, I'm a one-man band. I've limited availability in terms of time. I fit stuff in and I try my best. I am still busy with sort of renovations in this place, and there's a few things going on and a few things going wrong. It is what it is. Some jobs have to be done twice. I fit stuff in. I try my best. But you all need to step up to the mark and at least save the bloody files where you can find them. I mean, do you think I don't have backups of my backups and at least save the files? I'll show you something. Look, I've got this thing. This thing is one of them, their big 500 gigabyte or terabyte, what is it called? A Prestigio, I don't know, a million thousand. Stacey would call it a 1,000,000 terabyte backup thingy. Once a month I use that, and everything that's of any importance whatsoever, including chats, goes in there. 1,000 gigabytes it says. Yeah, it's on the desktop on the machine you're looking at. It's on the desktop on the machine here. It's on a USB chip that's plugged in. It's on about 40, no, okay, not 40, but at least 4 of those USB chips. It's on them. It really is on them. And why and how often do I back it up? Well, it stays on the USB chip and I back it up to that desktop, and then I plug it in and back it up to that desktop, and I plug it into that one once a month. Every day, daily, I back it up maybe 2 or 3 times to different places, just in case my business plan should go missing. Oh my word, my life revolves around my business plan. It really does. I update it, every single day. It's a must have. So you need to have backups of your backups. And yes, I take my trading very seriously. I wish you would too, those of you who don't. Hang on, it's all on the desktop, then got a USB with a copy on the cloud and on the laptop, but you back it up a lot more than I do. Thank you, Angela. I possibly do. Call me paranoid, but I once upon a long ago lost my business plan, and I rebuilt it. I absolutely rebuilt it. I went through bank statements and statements, and I rebuilt it. I'd lost like 18 months of data, and I rebuilt the 18 months of data. Did I need the history? That's not the point. There was a gap, a blank. How can you possibly have a blank? I need to know. It's like, when you wake up in on stairs somewhere with a bottle of vodka in your hand and you think, what am I doing here? You got to know where you've been and what you've done. Thankfully, I've never been in that situation. Although, after a particularly heavy bachelor party once, I woke up in my bed with one boot in my hand. I must have taken one boot off and then passed out. And I woke up in the morning and I had this boot, and I looked at it and I thought, have I been cuddling this boot all night? So how did I get here? I'm home. How did I get home? And my car was in the garage. Oh God, the keys were in my pocket. Fortunately, it was the middle of nowhere. It was South Africa, up in the Drakensberg somewhere. But bloody hell, that was dangerous. Anyway, often, too often, I'm turned into an administrator, and I noticed it recently when I saw how little time I'd put into R&D, research and development. Yes, I do it. What, you didn't know I do that? I do that. I do R&D. I'm developing some stuff for the Christmas release. Just tweak ideas really, but I haven't looked at it for too long now. Now that means our improvement, our evolution, our ability to grow and to get better is limited by your lack of keeping the files safe. Could you get me one of these? Could you get me one of them? I could, or I could make my better use of my time by doing the R&D, and you could save your files a bit more accessible, better, where it says, sounds like a Grateful Dead concert survival. It was a bachelor party. It was Sean, and he was the manager at Drifters in the Drakensberg. And I walked in and he said, you've arrived. I said, well, I was come for a beer. It's my bachelor party. You didn't advertise that very well. He said, yeah. And I've forgotten his wife's name for the moment. She never did let him get the last word in. But she'd organised it, so of course hadn't invited anyone, just the regulars who rocked up. And he said, I got this bottle of whiskey from one of the reps, and it was a bottle of Glenord. It is to this day my favourite bottle of whiskey. He and I drank that before other guests got there, the whole bottle. Anyway, yeah, I want to tweak ideas, and I haven't for too long. So now let's end on another positive note, a very positive note, and consider Fib Circles as a lesson idea. Fib Circles can be helpful when there is no full fib drawing, when there are choppy bars, BFO bars, or range bars. Now, Fib Circles were an idea, or a request, in fact, from one of you lot some time ago. Someone said, Fib Circles, you mentioned them, how do we use them? And I said, I'll do a session on it at some stage. And I've only been ranting for 20 minutes or so now. The first 3 minutes, at least maybe 8 minutes, weren't. They were all about how we start our session, weren't they? And the rest was a rant. But I think, not a rant, the rest was strongly worded advice, but I think it was advice directed accurately and appropriately, and it's advice we all need. I needed to hear it way back when I lost my files. You needed to hear it. So, Fib Circles, how do we use them? I'm going to leave that indicator on, and I'm going to say when we get a BFO, okay, there is a run of greens there. But imagine we haven't quite, or there where we haven't got a run of greens, we've got 2 greens and a red. We haven't got the ability to draw a full fib. So we can go and find the fib circle, and we can run a fib circle from the 2 greens to the red, and we can see where are you breaking out. Okay, so we're still rangy until we break out. That's the deal with the fib circle. If we find some particular, like there's a BFO at the very bottom before this bar formed and this bar formed, if we'd have used a fib circle on this bar, okay, we break out north of the bar, and we can buy it, and off we go. And now we've hit first target and second target. So the colours are the same. If I put a fib over here, let's have a fib drawing, a regular fib drawing alongside. We'll put it right there. Bump, there he is. The colours are the same. 38.2 white, 50% yellow, 61.8 red. all of the targets, these minus numbers are in the light blue, the aqua if you like, the minus 23.6, 61.8, 100 and so on. Same over here. Now we have to bring him up a bit so that you can see the numbers, because the numbers show at the bottom, not at the top. But you can see ideally how it breaks out. And let's try another one. When we get an inside bar, that's a good place to draw it. Can I bring you back a bit? There's an inside bar, and let's put a fib circle on there. Okay, where are we breaking out? The 38.2 becomes a seller fib if we get outside of that circle, really. And then we've got a first target, and a second target, and a third target, and a fourth target. And we can add them in exactly the same way as we do our regular fibs, as in 223.6, 261.8, 3, 323.6, 361.8, 4, and so on. And of course, going back into the circle with the white would say, nah, you've killed it, it's dead, you shouldn't stay in this one. So it came out the circle, it went back into the circle, and what it gives you then is, again, tight, limited risk, high probability, low risk entries. Now, ideally, you want to use it with the trend, so you'd pick that one for the breakout, and that one for the breakout, and so on. Let's see him again. Let's see him again. We can go break out. Where do we break out? There. We broke out. Hang on. Click, 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 click. There you go. We broke out to the north, and technically he's still going. So you want to still consider trend, and you want to still consider all your usual suspects, like we're above green, we're in buy mode, we're not in buy mode here, we're straddling the mid Bollinger here. We've broken it here, so we are actually in buy mode, and we're good to go. It's just this MACD that doesn't agree. The 3 minute does, the 5 minute doesn't. There's some bearish divergence, 55 cross 144, so it's possible this is a pullback. They've been weaving together for what, 1, 2, 3, 3.5 hours, so it's possible this is a pullback and a sign of range. Can we make use of our fib circle? Yes. Yes, it can give us a little bit of guidance if we said, where are you pulling back to? And then we break out of the red there, and tally-ho, off we go. Again, remember, we can go into the settings and edit the levels. And what did we say? Add one, and we can have, what's a 223.6? So we want 2.618, and we want a nice aqua blue line. We want aqua blue text, we probably want 2, and we want a solid line. There you go, and we've just added another line to it. Save it as default, and we've tipped off of that line. Any questions on using him at all? There you go. And if I lose my business plan, I'll probably freeze for at least a moment. Yeah, if I lost my business plan, I would be a bit I'd be downhearted, let's say. Do you use fib raise? I don't. I use the circles very seldomly. I use the fib drawing tool often and regularly. That one is my major focus, this one. So there we got green, green, green to the red. That will be the fib. And let's just get rid of this jobby and zoom out a bit, and you can see we're in a good fib here. We pull back, we haven't hit the 50%. It's a good fib, it's a good buyer fib. That's what I would use. But fib circles, someone asked about them, so I thought I'd throw them in. They'd probably be a lot more effective. You know, if we scroll back to where the open is, where's the open? 230. Oh, look at that. That's the open bar, isn't it? Is it? Are you the open bar? Look at you little darling. When you get a BFO like that, what's the trend? It's up, isn't it? Notwithstanding that, it's a red bar, so you're going from the bottom, or from the top, sorry. Red bar from the top to the bottom. Where did we break out? So what have we got to do? Let's go long, isn't it? Do you see that? So that is quite useful there. Fib from the red one to the close of the red one, or the bottom of the red one, and it's broken out north, and tally-ho, off we go. Otherwise, if we clear him, where's the fib? There's greens, red, 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 green, 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 red, red. There's no 3-bar fib near the open, but we could draw a fib from him to the bottom and it breaks out north. If you left him alone or you'd missed him and you'd only arrive, business plan says how long before. So you go from him to him and it breaks out north. So that's it. Regular fib lines are all I've used, but wondered if the others were decent to use. The circles, I would suggest the circles are alright for you. Again, put it on from any BFO, one single bar, there's the breakout, that's your continuation if you've missed it. So it will help you with continuations. Help, not guarantee a winner, it will help. That's it. Alright, we clear him, we'll go to the end, we'll clobber him. And question, can we only use rapids for currency? You don't recommend using it with indices. You can use it. You can absolutely use the rapids with an indices. But as always, check your business plan. What's it going to say in your business plan? You tell me what it says while I'm opening it. And if I find it in the folder before you type it, you're in trouble. Okay? Trouble with a capital T. You're in trouble because I'm about to find it. Besides BFOs, any other instance where you prefer to use the circles? Yeah, that one there on the open, Angela. Trader business plan, simple template. Oh, you're starting to be in trouble. How much trouble are you going to be in? Don't update. Where does it say? Where does it say? Key decisions. There it is. You didn't type it. Oh my word. Look, any new or amendments to strategies must be backtested for... Now, you don't have to backtest it for a full 12 months, but you do have to backtest it. So if you want to apply a strategy, any strategy, the rapids, any strategy... Oh, that's the bestest excuse I've heard all day. So good is that excuse. I'm going to save that one. I'm going to save that one. So when next time Cash is in the house roaring at us, I'm going to say, oh, I didn't know you talked to me. It was good. It was good. It wasn't great. It was good though. Now, any new amendments to strategies must be back tested a full 12 months. Okay, so you don't have to test it for a full 12 months. Because I believe that you are a bit better than that. You're a bit more knowledgeable than that. But you better backtest it. Okay? Backtest your chosen strategy on your chosen index. It will look different on the Dow to the Nas. It will look different on the FTSE to the DAX. It will look different on the Nikkei to the Euro Stoxx 50. It will look different. So you backtest your chosen instrument first. I backed plenty more. There you go. Henrik back-tested plenty more than a year. Now, Henrik's successful. You see the difference between the people who are dedicated and the people who are giving it a go or going to dabble a bit or I'm going to really try this. No, there is no try. Do not. They don't call me Yoda for nothing. Do not. Don't try. Just do it. There is a right way to do it. There are rules. Follow them. All of them. All of them, including the steps in the learning process. What, you didn't know there was one? Check your folder again. Check the folder that is written in more. In more, there is a folder or there's a file and it says steps in the learning process. Read it. Apply it. There is a right way. There is a way. We know the right way. There is a next right step. We will only take the next right step. We won't get shouted at like this again, will we now? Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I promise you I'm not really ranting. It is strongly worded advice. Yeah, I'm still smiling. I do not have any guns in my hands or nothing. Okay? Now, where are we at? We're at 6:33. We do have a 33-minute recording on the go. Any questions? Any thoughts? Yet? Well, yeah, you're right, yet. But, you know, I think highly of all you guys. My reputation hinges on how well you do. Excuse me. If you're not doing well, that's my reputation you're PPing on. And if you're not doing well because you didn't do your own work, or you didn't save this, or you didn't look at that, or you didn't know we had that, or you didn't know I was talking to you, well, that's not really a reflection on what I've done, is it? That's a reflection on how you're treating it. Thank you. I do. Yes, there you go. I'm told I have a passion for this stuff. I do. What I would like is to be omnipresent sometimes. And that just means right next to you. You know, when you're going to do the wrong thing, when you're going to make the mistake, I'd love to be there. I really would. I have this metal ruler right here. It's metal. It's a good look. It's a metal one, and you wouldn't get the flat bit across the back of the hand. You get that bit, wham, across the back of the hand when you were going to press the wrong button for the wrong reasons. Wham! What are you doing? I remember being in a one-to-one with someone once, and I was saying, "Yeah, that's lining up for a signal just now." And you know the way MT4 makes a noise. Well, I heard the MT4 noise, and I said, "You just placed a trade, didn't you?" "Yeah, you said it was going to signal." I said it was going to. I didn't say it had. It hasn't. And now you're in it and it isn't ready yet. What's the matter? Is your wife happy with you? I mean, really, like, because that was a bit too soon now. I mean, if we go back to Blazing Saddles days and always too soon, that was too soon. And then what happened is it pulled back and it bit him. And then it triggered. Yeah, patience. Patience, please. I wasn't there to be able to whack him on the back of the hand, but he got told. He very, very got told. That's it. Wait, his disciple has made it kind of hard to place an early or a late trade. Thank you for that. Do you ever backtest your losses? Losses? Me? Losses? No, okay, I do have them. But yeah, I have a look at them. And I pondered up what got me there. Remember the last one was the early entry on the DAX lob. Remember, it might have only been last week or a week before. It was only a couple of weeks ago, and I had a -5 on the DAX lob. I went in 3 minutes too early. That's it. My fault. Exactly my fault. What's the back test? I was a dickhead, and that's it. Yeah, did I bash myself? No, but I gave myself a timeout. I did give myself a timeout, and rightly so. I think. I don't only treat you the way I expect to be treated. I check me as well. Yeah, I know straight away when I've been stupid. I know I've been stupid, and I told you all on the day I was stupid there. I just went in early. I thought, well, with it going 6:59, 6:58, something, it went really early for the 7 a.m., didn't it? And it went. So I thought, it's going to do it again. How's that thinking thing going, James? Well, not very well. No, okay, well, don't be a dickhead then and do it properly. Sorry. Yes, I'm not here to play. This is not a game. This is not the lottery. This is not a hobby. I'm here to do a job, a proper job. And if I don't do it properly, I should absolutely fire myself. Remember, somewhere in here, we do have an employment contract. If I go desktop, trading, and it's probably in more, what was it? Anyone remember what it was called? Because we did issue one. Trader employment contract. Ta-da! Check this, guys. There is a trader employment contract. A bit tongue-in-cheek, perhaps, but this agreement, I mean, this is a real thing. Like, it's made effective of, you put the date in, and it's by, for, between, and with you, who will be acting for him or herself on his or her own behalf in the business of trading on a self-employed basis. And then there are your duties, responsibilities, the salary. Well, it's commission only. Do you want some or not? Do you want to pay the broker? That's on you. Employment period. Again, that's up to you. How long do you want to give it? It should say so in your business plan. And then there's an appendix here. Look, at this point in your chosen path, it would be nice to have a guarantee to wave in the face of any doubters, would it not? Well, go ahead and sign below, since indeed you are waiving, note the spelling, waiving your guarantee. Now, you're signing it as the employee and the employer, and that's the reality. Appendix B, this contractual agreement is drawn up with a tongue-in-cheek approach, but designed with the intent to make traders, people getting into trading or considering the path, to take it seriously. It's a serious thing. Take it seriously and devote their best efforts to the process therein. Treat it like a job, it will pay you more than any job. Treat it like a hobby, and you will always have a job. That was a quote I stole or was given or was granted by RPM, and thank you very much for that, Rosa, with thanks and acknowledgements. But there it is. You know, they're the clauses in your trading contract. Might be tongue in cheek, but you know, read it, sign it, agree it with you, make an agreement with yourself. That's it. It is, you know, casualness creates casualties, says Dave. I like that. I think that's great. I don't know if they might fit it in the employment contract somewhere there. That's very good though. I like it. You know, we are masters of our own destiny. All of us, even if we're not traders, everybody has a road to follow, a path to follow, and we cut our own path. We decide if we're going to get to where it is we want it to be, or if we're going to be our biggest obstruction. And we can be our biggest obstruction. We really can. You know, I see it in my children. I see it in my littlest, my daughter. Oh, I want to go here, I want to go there, and then she takes 20 minutes to get ready, another 40 minutes in the bathroom before she's ready to go, and then 10 minutes faster than she. I'm bored now, we're not going anymore. I'm not going, I'm bored, we're not going. But you said you'd take me. Yeah, but that was half an hour ago. You know, you either are your biggest obstacle or you're your bestest, yeah, ally, and you're going to get to where it is you want to go. And yeah, I'm exaggerating with the 40 minutes thing, of course. I'm only playing, but yeah, we are our obstacles, or we are our path to success. We choose, we decide. Us. That's the truth and the reality. There's nobody else. Nobody can stop you if you want it enough. Nobody. But you can get in your own way. You can trip yourself up. Did you ever see anyone fall over randomly over nothing? It takes a very special skill to fall over your own feet. Yeah, yeah, many people have that skill. I got nothing more to throw at you. We're 40 minutes. Unless there are questions, I'll end the recording and I'll upload it straight away as fast as I can for you. And then, no more questions. Cool. Then I'll see you on the live session in the morning. Please trade safe until then, won't you? And thank you all for joining, for listening, and to tolerating my strongly worded advice. Thanks everybody. Trade safe. Thanks.